going on YouTube? It's your boy Jason Plays back up in his jank with another video. And in today's video, I'll be talking about Gran Turismo 7. I know it's been all over the news. I've been busy, haven't been able to comment on it, but let's get into this video. Now, I'm a huge fan of Gran Turismo. I have been since the PlayStation 1. I've owned every Gran Turismo from PS1 to now PS5, as well as the Gran Turismo that appeared on the PSP. And now with this new GT7, I was definitely excited, being all the news that came out about it, saying that it was a return to form, having a huge campaign, a huge emphasis on car collection with a lot of tracks and a lot of new features. It was just what I was anticipating. And in the beginning, and so far, I have enjoyed Gran Turismo, but there has been a lot of things that have transpired in the past few days that seem to be in the realm of improvement based on a blog post that was released yesterday on the PlayStation blog about the game. And I'm just going to elaborate on what has happened in the last few days a little bit. So there was some server maintenance that happened with GT7 due to an exploit. Polyphony decided that they had to take the game down. Now, they said that the scheduled maintenance possibly would last around 10 hours, but it ended up lasting 30 hours. Now, server maintenance for games in this day and age is not too uncommon, being that most games have online modes and features. But with Gran Turismo 7, what we realize is that when the servers are down, it doesn't just affect online modes, it also affects offline single player modes as well. So with GT7, most of the game, probably like 97% of the game, is not playable when the servers are down. Now that could be either you not having a connection locally to the internet, as well as the servers being down at Polyphony or at Sony, wherever the servers are located. Now, I really don't understand why an offline mode or a single player campaign that doesn't involve online play be affected by the servers being down. And the reason why I say that is because you paid $70 for a game that's not a live service or 100% online game like Apex Legends or Fortnite or something in that realm. This game really has a single player offline mode. Well, it should be offline mode, but the campaign doesn't work when the servers are down. So I hope that somehow they can come to a point where they can enable majority of the game, at least 80% of the game, when the game is not connected to the servers, because that means that Sony could easily shut down the servers, or it could get hacked, or whatever the case may be, and then you have a $70 game that you technically can't play. So yeah, I know I said like what 95-98% is not available when the servers are offline, whether locally or remotely. So what is available for you to do technically is just to play arcade mode, where you can just do single races. That's it. So that's just a problem that people have to understand that comes with these games that are heavily reliant on online server connections and certifications and things of that nature. Now, as we move into the future, where it seems like everything is becoming more reliant on these type of services, are we going to be continuing to pay $70 or more on games that don't work when internet connectivity is not available? I'm not too sure how I feel about that, and I believe that single player mode should definitely be able to be played without the connections, especially if you're paying upwards of $70 per game to have this content in your possession. Now, another controversy going on with the title at around this time was a new update where it basically nerfed the amount of credits that you could receive from doing races and completing challenges and things of the like. So in essence, for example, it may take you about 20 hours of grinding to save up enough credits to buy one expensive car. So let's just say that you wanted a Ford GT or a Lamborghini Aventador or something like that, it will take you 20 hours of grinding just to save up enough credits just to get that one car. Now, we understand that the companies want people to take time with the game and stuff like that, but everybody doesn't really have the time to grind it out and do 20 hours per car, especially when it's like 400 cars in the game. Not saying that each car costs that much, but if you're a person that like high performance vehicles, that's how much grind it will take you to get them at the moment. And if you just wanted to pay, and for the microtransactions, they also had increased the price on the microtransactions as well. So they nerfed the amount of credits that you can get, but also increased the price of the car. So with that being said, for example, a car that you could basically buy in GT Pro, which was the last game in the franchise, may cost you $2 to $5 real world currency, right? But in GT7, it will cost you $40 of real world currency to buy something like a Ford GT, which is just egregious. And then the president of Polyphony Digital chimed in on that and was saying that he would like the prices in the game to reflect real world prices in the real world, which to me it just makes no sense. I mean, I'm definitely not paying $40 for an in-game car. I'll just play what I can and get by with what I can, but that's just my opinion. And you can imagine that the GT community was in an uproar. GT fans, everybody who purchased the game, video game publications, video game influencers, everybody were putting in their 2 cents on how they felt about this and how it needed to be changed and something needed to be done. And with the power of the internet and letting it be known what we can accept and what we won't accept, there was a blog post that was dropped on the PlayStation blog yesterday from Polyphony Digital, and here's some of the details on what they said as far as making changes to the game. So to improve the player experience, we will be rolling out a considerable patch in the beginning of April. The number of events will be increased, and we will reestablish the reward system with greater balance throughout the game, benefit to all players. Updates which will come into effect beginning of April. The increased rewards in the events in the latter half of the world circuits by approximately 100% on average. The addition of high rewards for clearing the circuit experience in all gold or bronze results. Increase of rewards in online races. Include a total of 8 new 1-hour endurance race events to missions. This will also have higher reward settings. Increase the upper limit of non-paid credits and player wallets to 20 million credits from 20 million credits, to 100 million credits. Increase the quantity of used and legend cars on offer at any time. Beyond this, there will be a few additional patches deployed between now and the end of April, which will add new cars and course layouts and make some other fixes. We also want to take the opportunity to lay out some near-term updates that we're also working on. We can't confirm the exact date specifics yet, but we'll give you an advance notice on GranTurismo.com. They're going to increase the payout value of limited time rewards as we develop as a live service, further World Circuit event additions, the addition of endurance races to missions including 24-hour races, and the addition of all online time trials and a weighting of rewards according to players' difference with the top rank time, and make it so cars can be sold. So that was another thing as well. Like, not only did they nerf the amount of credits that you could win and raise the prices on the cars and real world currency, but they also didn't have an option where you could sell the cars that you own. Say if you got a duplicate car or it's just a car that you didn't want, they were blocking you from the ability to even sell a car, to make more credits, to purchase a car that you may have wanted. So this sounds great. We're glad that they're making changes. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Gran Turismo as well as a lot of other people. And once again, the power of the internet. So like I said, you don't have to, if there's something going on in the industry or with the game where the practices don't seem that well or have our best interests in mind, if we all put our voices together and be heard, then we can get the changes that we want. Because remember, these companies can't survive without us investing our money into them. So if we're going to be paying for things, let's pay for things that make sense. And if you like this content, hit that like button, share it with a friend, subscribe to the channel. And if there's any topics that you want me to talk about, just let me know in the comments, and I'll take those topics into consideration. Remember, play games, not brands. I'm gone.